What do we got in the room here?
We got a picture.
Whoa, we got the picture. We got the picture going on in a high-speed chase.
And again, that trees
What are you talking about? Ooh, little Christmas trees. That's a pretty good view, huh? You guys want to go outside?
Let's go check it out.
Go, girls.
It's the pool over here. There's still a pool over here.
Where's the pool at?
There's definitely no pool over here. I found it. Tell your mom I found it.
Dad found it.
Where is it?
It's right here. Look, come here. It's right here. You can wash your clothes over here for $1. Oh, there's one.
Let's check out this pool. Come on.
You know what?
See the pool.
Nice view. Cool balcony area.
Patio.
But it smells like fucking sewer outside.
Yeah, it does.
Alright, let's go check out this pool. Oh, so here it is.
Touch the warm water.
I think I'm in the pool.
Okay, come on, Dali.
Don't stand next.
We'll come back in a bit, okay?
You put your foot in?
Yeah,
She went for it, Dad.
I just put my foot in. Just a little bit. Hi, welcome back to the channel.
I know it's been a while since I made a video
It
on here.
smells like cat food in here.
And that's
cat food in here.
and that's the review so far of the Best Western. What is it? What is it called? Best Western?
We found the
Yeah,
pool.
Westminster.
So you guys might have noticed that we're staying here at a hotel. A little bit on that after we go get some food because these girls are starving.
Marvin, we're set.
But I have to stop here at Huntington Beach because I have to pick something up real fast for tomorrow. You guys. And I'm right here. Crazy that somebody also has a Danielle Zuniga. All right, let's get out of here. It's been 3 years since I drank anything. I don't think I need to enter the beer garden. Look at Davi learning how to swim. This is also the first time to do a jacuzzi. How do you like the jacuzzi, Iris? Good? Not good? 2 thumbs up. At school, I ended up getting a documentary class. Pretty much we're going to teach you how to conduct an interview, you know, how to put all that together and turn it into a short documentary. And I was really excited for that. You know, I was working on the school at the same time. So I said, you know what, why don't I just make my documentary about the school that I'm making anyway. I'm working on it and I could probably hustle it up and finish it by June because it was a 2-month class. Started in May, finished in June. And I said, if I hustle this school up, I'm pretty sure I could finish it in record time, in a month and a half. And around the same time, the girls were interested in doing something else besides Taekwondo. So we looked around and we found T-ball. And this was the first time that a City of Bell had T-ball since, you know, the 2020 pandemic happened. And then the day came when they had tryouts. During tryouts, the City of Bell asked if any of the parents wanted to volunteer to be assistant coaches because they didn't have enough staff to fill all the positions. And I said, yeah, I could do that. What's the worst thing or the hardest thing I'm gonna do is, you know, throw the ball at these kids and they'll, you know, learn how to catch. I mean, it's not that hard. You know, I'm not gonna be the coach, so I could be assistant coach. So I signed up and I said, yes, I could do it. So I was going to school 4 times out of the week and I was doing practice for 1 hour, 2 times a week. Huh? Wants to go party, Iris? I guess we're taking this story to the room. Bye. Have fun at the pool.
Have fun by yourself.
I'm actually staying here in the room by myself because I have homework. The girls had came up to use the restroom. We also ate a little bit of pizza. Well, anyway, let me finish catching you guys up. Before I continue, let me go ahead and welcome all the new subscribers that have jumped onto the channel. Welcome. I hope you guys enjoy the content so far. Sorry for that big gap. Like I'm about to explain, the month of May got really heavy for me because I was rushing to get that skull done in the last month, and it was coming together. It was coming out good. The first thing that messed me up was my hard drive dying. Like, I don't know what happened to it. It just wouldn't connect to my computer anymore, and I lost almost all of my footage that I had taken for the skull. And I lost the edit that I was working on. My assignment was messed up. So in school front, I was fucked. As in for the skull, I was kind of discouraged because I'm working on it now. I can't finish the project, and I need to do something to recover that. But anyway, that was two of the fronts. And then, like I had mentioned, I had signed up to be a t-ball coach, and I had signed up to be an assistant t-ball coach, but time came up when we were about a week away from practices starting and everything. The city of Bell called me up and was like, "Hey, we need you to come to the coaches meeting. It's at 7 o'clock over here at the park. They're going to talk about how the season's going to go." As soon as I came up, one of the staff members comes up to me and lets me know, "Hey, we're short-staffed and you're not an assistant coach. You're a head coach, okay? We need you to pick a team and 2 colors for your team." I signed up to be an assistant t-ball coach. I had no problem, grounding some balls, throwing some ball at little kids. They throw it back. I was not ready for, make a schedule, call the parents, make sure that the uniforms are squared away. The situation with the uniforms was squared away. I had a full plate. I had about 8 to 11 kids running around. I had to teach them how to play the game of baseball. To me, it was, I'm gonna get these kids to have fun. Hopefully they come back another year and keep playing baseball, and not really stress them out too much. I'll just start off where the incident starts, okay? In that team of 8 to 11 players, if I remember correctly, it was, at the beginning, the first 3 weeks, it was only me. I was the only coach that those kids had, and I was, going out of my way, buying extra balls, buying all this stuff so these kids could learn, and I could teach them, how the way I wanted to teach them. Eventually, the city did ask another parent, and that parent stood up. The first week of the actual season, we got another parent to come in and help us out with all the kids. So there was 3 of us total. But it wasn't always guaranteed that all 3 coaches were going to be on the field for the game, because some of these parents are jumping in kind of late. Some of them already had prior, other things they needed to do. So in this particular game that happened, let's call this little kid Johnny. This little kid Johnny was going around, and he was slapping the hats off the kids, slapping them off. And one of the kids didn't like that, so he ended up punching this kid in the face. Punched him in the face. He fell over. It was a situation where the 3 and 4, you really can't, get crazy, you get mad at them. So it's hey, you guys don't fight. We let the parents know that happened. The parents were their kids, what can we do about it? They just talk to their kids and, not to do that anymore. The next game, it was only me and this other coach. And while the games are going on, they have one coach on the bases to help the kids run the bases, and they have another coach in the dugout that's supposed to be the dugout to help control the kids, not to get too rowdy, to get the next kid that's to go up and bat. And then they have a coach in batting to help the kid hit the ball. So there's supposed to be 3 positions, but in that particular day there was only 2, which was me, helping the kids bat and helping the kids get ready to go up and next in bat, and then the coach that was helping the kids run the bases. So there was only 2 of us. And in that game, that same kid that got punched in the face, little Johnny, he went up to another kid. I don't really know the situation. I don't really remember it very well. But he ended up punching that kid in the face. Let's call him Pepito. He ended up punching him in the face. And Pepito's mom was standing right behind him when he did that. So she saw him do that. She came and told me, hey, this kid just punched my son in the face. We need to do something about it. In my head, I was already kind of all over the place. I'm getting these kids ready. These kids are running amok. I need to get this kid to learn how to run to first base, run first base. The mom told me this. I turned around and looked at the kid that punched somebody in the face. I told him, hey, dude, you're gonna have to get off the field. There's not enough coaches to like babysit this kid right here. We need to keep this game moving because everybody wants to bat. Some of the parents are saying my kid only gets to bat once. Some kids get to bat twice. It's not very fair. So we're moving the game, right? I was like, you look, there's no time for me to like get to the bottom of this. I'm just going to go ahead and take care of it by telling this kid to get off the field. I got the kid off the field. I didn't hear about him till the end of the game. It was around Easter, so there was an Easter hunt going on at the other end of the park. So all the kids went out over there to go hunt for the eggs. And that's when this kid's parents came up to me. The guy, the kid that punched somebody in the face. The dad came up to me. He's like, so he feels really bad that you kicked him out of the game, and you know it's kind of wrong that you did that, and all this other stuff and this stuff. And you know, in my head, I'm like, you know what? I'm not really gonna try to get into it with you. I'm just gonna listen to what you have to say to me. And in the next game, I'm gonna go ahead and before the game starts, I'm gonna go ahead and address it with everybody. And everybody keep your hands to yourself, police your own kid, that type of deal. This was maybe the second week of the season. There was only 4 weeks. I just get through it, right? Whatever. So the Easter egg hunt ended. Me and my girl went home. We had our weekend. Sunday night comes, we're watching something on TV. And she's on her phone, you know, going through TikTok or whatever. I think it might have been Instagram. As coaches, because I'm the head coach and she's the team mom, you know, like get the parents together and we're going to figure out what we're bringing for next week after the game, like chips or drinks and stuff like that. That was her deal. She has everybody's number on her phone saved, so she could just text them and know who's texting her. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but on Instagram, if you have somebody's phone number saved, they'll recommend you to each other. And Dea has seen that little kid, the kid that had punched somebody in the face. She saw her profile online. I was like, oh, well, I know that lady. I'm going to go check her out, see if I can follow her. Went to her profile. On her profile, this lady ends up being a witch, dude. Like, you know, like I'm going to do some witchcraft, like hexes and all that. And one of the posts she had posted was a post about me and my family. And she was like making hexes. She had a jar with our names on it and like some other crazy stuff in it. Like some weird situation, you know, like it was threats, but like witchy threats. Like, I'm gonna fucking put a hex on you so your fucking marriage goes down, or your car breaks down, or you break your hand. All these crazy shit that she was saying. And in my mind, I was fucking blown. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I mean, I've had threats on my life before. Like, dude, I'm gonna fucking kill you. But I've never had a fucking threat in my life where people were hexing me and doing witchcraft on me like that. Like, very weird. So me and my girl sat there for like the whole night, pretty much like amazed, pretty much like, what the fuck, do we have somebody doing witchcraft on us? We were laughing, pretty much whatever. But in all jokes aside, I had to address the situation because I just had told the parent, like I had just told this kid's parent, this kid's dad, that same kid's mom, the one that was doing the witchcraft, his wife, I had told him, we're gonna talk about it next game before the game starts. So everybody polices their kids, keep an eye on your kid. Now in my head, I was like, I have to come up with this speech that I'm gonna tell these parents, and on top of that, I have to throw in there that everybody should act like an adult. You get me? Like, not be putting hexes in people online and doing this other crazy stuff like that. You get me? So that was a Sunday. The next time I saw these people was a Tuesday. The day comes and we go to the park, and I told all the parents, hey, the game's at 7:30. I need you guys to be here at 7 because we're having a team meeting. Be here on time, please. Everybody got there on time. All the parents were there. Even this kid's parents and his kid were there. And I gave everybody the speech. And I was looking at everybody as I said it, you know, like, you know, in general, I was talking to everybody. And somewhere in there at the end, I had to sneak it in, like, hey, and let's all be adults and not be putting hexes on people and not be, you know, getting crazy online. And I thought that was it. We squashed it. We talked about it. Everybody should act like an adult, be responsible. Well, guess what, dude? That was not the end of it. I was out on the field. It was maybe like the 4th inning or something like that. I was out on the field. And then right behind the diamond, there's a little booth where, you know, they keep score on the big board and everything. And right behind that, I started hearing screaming and yelling. And I'm like, what's going on? And I look over, and Dea and this lady are like screaming at each other, a screaming like match. Just screaming, going back and forth, all this other shit. I'm like, oh man, it's gonna get bad, all bad right now. And then out of nowhere, her husband gets up and starts screaming down on Dea. And that's when I was like, oh, whoa, dude, what the fuck? Dea's out there by herself, and this guy's like a big guy, and he's screaming down on her. This is not gonna happen. I run off the field, I get on this guy's face, and I tell him to back the fuck up. It turned bad. It got bad. it shouldn't have gotten this bad, but it did. It got there, right? The whole game ended right there and then. Everybody went home. The cops got called. It was a whole situation. Honestly, I'm still kind of embarrassed by it. Honestly, after that finished, they told her, hey, don't come back to the game anymore. Don't come back to the park. We're going to do an investigation. By the time the investigation finished, the season was over. The month was over. The class was over. The hard drive was fucked. All that footage was lost. I had lost being a head coach. Worst way to end the month of June. And I just said, you know what? I'm taking time off. I'm done vlogging. I'm done working on the school. I'm done with school. I'm done fucking coaching. I'm done being a person in society. I'm taking time off, dude. And honestly, I am very glad that I took those 2 months off, because during those 2 months, I did the most.
Go ahead.
Oh, fuck. Oh man, that took forever to finish. What are you guys doing outside? Coloring?
I did last night. Let me show you.
Wow. Let's see some of that iris art. Oh, it's very cool. What about you, Dali? Wow, very good.
It's the crane ship.
Is the crane ship from the Ninja Turtles?
This is the play area. This is the walk area.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, getting that done took a while. What did I leave off in the story? Oh yeah. Well, I took some time off, and while we were doing that, we went camping to Yosemite with my brother for I think about 4 days, 3 nights. Beautiful. I've never been there before. The girls loved it. We did a couple hikes. We got to the top of a waterfall.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the camping trip with your uncle?
Good.
That's cool, huh?
Yeah.
We also went camping with some of our friends, some of the fake adults and their kids. We went to Kings Canyon. It was a very cool experiences camping. Oh, and while we were hanging out with some of our friends, we also ended up getting some tattoos. I don't feel the needle at all very well. I got this one, little lightning bolt. And Dea ended up getting a little ghost. Let me see your ghost, Dea. She got a little ghost right there. Both these tattoos were courtesy of our friend Jaime.
You ain't no Mac.
But yeah, and then yeah, I did my Spartan race. I did both of them. I did the Super and the Beast. This is where we're gonna leave off tonight. But before I go, let me tell you why we're here. As you saw earlier, we're doing something tomorrow, and that is the Surf City 10 miler. We went in to pick up my bib number and my shirt. I mean, I will show you what else is in this bag, but honestly, they didn't really give me much besides those 2 things. It's a bunch of flyers. Nothing pretty interesting, honestly. See you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna be running that race, the 10 miles. I hope you guys catch that episode. I hope you guys enjoy it. See you guys tomorrow. Say bye, guys.
Thumbs up if you like this channel. If you don't like this channel,
Okay, you guys almost tell them that. Bye.